Hey guys, how's it going? Welcome back. The Mole Police Security Flashlight runs on yes, you heard it, one AAA battery. And it actually has like a little cob light in there. It's like, seriously? These things usually want like 3.6 volts. Like, interesting. But there's more. It was under $6 at my local Walmart in North Bay, Ontario, Canada. Now, I do also have info for you. There's another place you can buy these, and it's called Value Home Centers. And they're $6.99 online, but you can get it for under $6 at Walmart. Now, I did buy the last one in stock at Walmart North Bay, so don't go into the North Bay Walmart looking for one because I got the last one. Now, they claim 45 lumen. Well, I don't know. It's decent. Runtime on high power, because there is only one power level anyway, they say is about 2 hours off of the one battery. And the battery is included, and it comes with a police security logoed battery. Now, I have put a brand new energizer in this for the purpose because the try me button, people run these things a lot, and it's kind of like, well, I want to give it an honest view of full power, so let's use an energizer battery, put a brand new one in there. The thing is not very big in size. It's actually only 3.75 inches in length. Okay, the diameter at the bezel is about a half an inch up in here. It's not very big, and you just unscrew the cap here. Let me just give you the good view here. So you just unscrew the back cap and voila, there's your battery. Okay, and you just pop her back in, and there's a little spring down below, little spring here. There's no ring too, so it's very weather resilient. Okay, now the front also unscrews, so that's another thing to keep in mind of. And there's a little spring in there. So you can actually unscrew it at either end and change your battery. It really doesn't matter. There ain't much to it. It does not have any kind of focusing zoom thing on it, of course. I mean, come on, it's like under $6. What do you want? At least it's all aluminum enclosure, and it's got O-rings, and it's pretty water resistant. What they give us is it's an ideal flashlight for the pocket or purse. Has a good belt clip on it, fairly strong. It's not coming off there too flippin' easy, that's for sure. Durable aluminum casing, of course. Now, they don't claim that it's, I don't think they claim any water resistance in this thing at all. Judging by how it's put together, though, I would say it's water resistant, not waterproof at all. It definitely is not waterproof, okay? However, that being said, I will leave a link below for this particular website, so you could buy it from there if you wanted to. Or if you have a Value Home Center store near you, you could definitely pick it up in store. Or, like I said, your local Walmart. And Walmart, being it's a Canadian and U.S. Business, you guys in the States should have no problem picking this thing up for probably, I don't know, $2.50. It'd be cheap for you in U.S. currency. But this is the light. And as you can see, it's fairly bright. Like I said, they say it's about 45 lumen, right? Now, let's turn off the lights in here. That's actually pretty bright, I'm sure they're pretty close. The hard thing for comparison here is if you watched my Voltax lights, they claim a 10 lumen light on the front of that thing. And mine actually has the cob. The one on Amazon actually has 4 little independent LEDs, which definitely won't be very bright at all. But they're saying 45 lumen for this little thing. And I don't know. I think they're close. I don't think it's probably quite 45, but it's definitely bright enough for, some up-close stuff. I think some of their stuff online, though, for the info, even at this brightness level, I've actually had this outdoors with me, so I can actually attest to this. They say beam distance is 25 meters. Now that's a little over 75 feet. It's not going to be very bright at that range, trust me. It's good for 25 feet, maybe 30 feet, maybe ish, but it's not going to light that up very well at 35 feet away, which is only about 10 meters, not 25 meters. 25 meters is like literally about 75 plus feet. Like if we do a quick Google search of 25 meters to feet, that actually works out to 82 feet, and I don't think that's realistic at all for this light, because I know it's not going to reach that kind of range. So a little bit over exploded, of course, on the specs, but you know, it is what it is. It's marketing. They want to sell these cute little things to everybody. But at least it does come with a battery too, which is nice. It's not a really high-end, powerful battery by any means. However, I do want to do an experiment while we are here. I went to the dollar store today, and so I want you to picture this in on the camera, really good here. And this is with a Energizer battery. Okay, so hopefully you're getting a good viewpoint of this. Okay, now what we're going to do is we're going to put in a Panasonic rechargeable nickel methyl hydrate battery. This is part of my mad scientist stuff I told you guys about a few videos before. Some of what I'm going to do anyway. So these come pre-charged, they say. So let's see if there's any truth to that, or if they come dead. Never know. Let's see how well they light things up. Off. Well, I think that's a little bit duller. Just a little. Not much, but it's a little duller. But it is a rechargeable battery too, which you're going to have to expect a little bit less output. Because, see, when it comes to alkaline batteries, a fully charged alkaline is 1.66 volts right out of the package, where these things are going to be somewhere around the neighborhood of about 1.5 to 1.55 total power. So they're not going to be the same, obviously. So we're going to pop that other battery back in here while we're in the darkness here. Back to the Energizer. And the Energizer is definitely showing brighter. I definitely say the Energizer is definitely a lot brighter, okay? You're still not going to get the acclaimed ranges that they say. So the lumen rating is definitely going to be questionable as well. Not sure where quite to put that at, but definitely there is some manufacturing fudging this to make a sale, obviously. But yeah, these came from the dollar store. They're 1.2 volt prior to being charged. Like that would be like storage voltage. Fully charged, they're about 1.5, 1.55. Actually, we're going to test them while we're here. I'm kind of curious myself, and this is not part of the video per se that I was going to include in it, but I figured since we tried one of these out, let's see how they are. So we're at 1.259. That is actually not even fully charged. That's one that we just tried. Let's try one that I haven't touched yet. 1260. See, these aren't even charged. They're in storage mode. Storage mode is not full power, so they may get a little bit brighter when they're charged. Yeah, we're all pushing 1.2. I'm going to have to actually physically charge these batteries. So their idea of saying pre-charged on the package means that they have a storage charge in them, which you would have to expect. All batteries have a charge. Now, alkaline batteries are always fully topped out of the package, you know, and of course, over time of, you know, storage time on the shelf, they do lose power. These would be the same. Nickel methyl hydrate, as soon as they come off of a charger, automatically lose power. The fact that these are in storage mode kind of surprised me, but kind of didn't surprise me. But that's pretty crazy, and that's like 3 out of 4. So same thing here. They're all at the same storage voltage, so they should be at least 1.5 to 1.55 fully charged, and they're not. So that's a bit of a disappointment there. So that could explain the difference. So I guess we'll have to retest once I can get those batteries fully topped up. And but in the meantime, at least we know that the alkaline either way beat it out. So we'll see how the alkaline does against those once they're actually charged up to proper voltage. Because 1.2 to 1.5 doesn't sound like a lot to you, but it actually, in reality, is a lot. It is a lot of amperage difference. Those are 750 milliamp, right? So amperage is a difference. You're going to have lower amperage at a lower voltage, that sort of thing. But anyways, so that's a little bit of your physics behind rechargeable batteries and alkaline batteries. So as far as the light goes, though, I think it does deserve either way. I think a solid 4 out of 5. It is cute. It is small. It will fit in your purse, your pocket. It's got a nice, really good, strong belt clip on it. It's definitely weather resistant. It's not waterproof per se, but it is definitely weather resistant. It is definitely plenty of brightness to do a fair amount of stuff, at least at a close range for sure. I wouldn't trust this for, camping or hiking out in the outdoors because it ain't going to be bright enough for that. But if that's all you had and you're trying to find your way back somewhere, as long as you're, being reasonable with your distance from the ground up, then I guess you could probably find your way through the bush. But yeah, these are good for small little things and whatnot. I mean, but for under $6 for this thing, that was a fantastic deal. I thought that's awesome for that. I gotta try one, and running off of a single AA battery, and you're gonna probably see about that 2-hour runtime. Mind you, as things go with an alkaline, they start losing automatically, so the downscale of power is virtually instantaneously to a certain point. Like they'll hold for a certain amount of time, and then you'll see the drop off. Or if you use a rechargeable battery, it stays peaked at its full power luminosity until it gets to the drop off point on the battery. Then it just drastically goes down. So yeah, but either way, for a single AA battery used flashlight for under $6, I think that's a fantastic deal. It's well made. It's quality built. The police security lights, they're actually getting a pretty good rep out there. I've got a few of them. I've got this one. I had another one that finally died on me, and it had like multi modes, like the ultraviolet, the blue. It had strobe. It had high low. It had a number of different things. This is another one I use. I actually use this on my rifle. I've got a scope mount for this that I put on the side of my scope for a tactical light. This works perfect for that. That's a police security light. And then I got this big behemoth that I just picked up that's also police security. And this thing's actually pretty freaking cool. It's a monster. And it's like, but yeah, I've got a few of them. And I like them. I like the police security series. I think they're very well made lights. They're decently powerful, and they work very well. They last a long time. I can't remember how long, but I'm pretty sure it was definitely at least, well, I know it was more than 5 years ago when my wife bought me that one that finally did die on me. And it's been through a lot of use and a lot of abuse. It held up for over 5 years. So I think that speaks, that police security lights are very good quality. Some of them can get a little pricey, but, I figured I can't say no to that. That is just too cute and too cool for the price. I saw one made by another company today that was cheaper, and I definitely wouldn't give you a nickel for it. It was made by Dorsey, and I don't even like their batteries, so I wasn't about to spend the similar amount of money on it for the same thing as this. But I might have to, just to compare the two against each other for a versus video. So I might actually do it. You never know. It's worthwhile for a video and to compare and say, hey, this is going to be better than this for the same money, basically. You know what I mean? I don't know. We'll have to see what the brightness levels are too, right? Because that's a big thing. Brightness is everything in my world. Let me know what you guys think in the comments below. Like I said, check the link. That'll be for an online retailer. But you can go into your local Walmart, and if they have these any left in stock, definitely snag one up. I believe definitely for well under $7, they are easily worth the money. And it's only one battery, which is great. It's not 2 or 3 batteries, but that would give you a lot more power. But pretty good power level though out of one battery, I think. So that's pretty cool. Anyways, we're done. We're out of here. See ya.